Hi, everyone. My name is Sheila Gold. I'm the Assistant Dean of Recruitment and Admissions for Tulane University's School of Professional Advancement. We are thrilled that you're with us today. We know that this is smack dab in the middle of your Monday, so we try to be super efficient with these webinars, but we want to make sure that we cover important information and give you our contact information so that if you have follow-up questions, you know how to reach out to us. So we are going to go ahead and get started, but plan on this webinar taking about 20 to 25 minutes, and then we'll get you back to your day. So the School of Professional Advancement is one of 10 schools that make up the entirety of Tulane University. So people are always like, what's the School of Professional Advancement? Is it part of Tulane University? 100%. The university is made up of these 10 smaller schools, one of which is the School of Professional Advancement. So a little bit more about us. We are located on the main campus in Uptown New Orleans. That's our building in the top right, the Richardson building. We are on the second floor. All those windows are us. You will find our administration, faculty members, and some advising members and other staff members in that building. The picture on the bottom right is our big student lounge. That mural that says "Where You Belong" was actually designed and painted by some of our digital design students. They did a beautiful job, but the most important thing is that you understand the message. We love our students. We feel like all of our students belong at the School of Professional Advancement, and we love it when you come and say hello and hang out with us. Next slide. So oftentimes we get asked, do I get a Tulane degree or do I get like a School of Professional Advancement degree? Once again, this is all Tulane University. Your diploma, which you're starting on the path of your diploma today with this webinar. So this is step one towards getting the diploma that you see in front of you. It is from Tulane University School of Professional Advancement. So all Tulane diplomas say Tulane University, and then they indicate which school you graduated from. And then of course your name will be on it and the year that you graduated. So we like to tell everybody these are Tulane programs with Tulane faculties, and you will get a Tulane degree. So during this webinar, we're going to discuss a few things. We're going to discuss our faculty and our undergraduate programs. We'll talk a little bit about the learning experience at SoPA and why we feel like it's a little bit unique and better for students who are interested in attending our school. We'll talk about all the different ways that we support students, and then we'll talk a little bit about our application process and some financial options. So our faculty at Tulane are all what are called professors of practice, and that means that they all do what they actually teach. So our faculty either are current professionals or previously have worked in the fields in which they are teaching. So you get the most current information about the area that you're studying. And of course, that means that all of these professionals can give you the most current information that employers are looking for upon graduation. So we like to prepare our graduates to be able to get a job at the highest levels of their field upon graduation. So for instance, what does that mean? Professor of practice. So for anybody who's interested in our general legal studies or paralegal program, Patricia Betancourt is one of our faculty members, and she is a litigation expert. She's a lawyer, but she also teaches in our program. Bo Boudreau teaches some of our writing programs, and he's a published poet. Tyra Mitchell is the assistant director of our kinesiology program, and she has her doctorate in physical therapy. And she's the former chief physical therapist of Ochsner, which is one of two big medical groups here in Louisiana. So she has actually done the work that she's going to teach you about. And Ralph Russo, who's the director of our cyber and IT programs, is a former NYPD police officer, and he actually helped the NYPD set up their cybersecurity unit after 9/11. So he will teach you in the classes exactly what you need to go out into that world and get a job today. So this is a quote that I just like to read to people from Amanda Fennell. She teaches in our information technology program, our IT program. And she says, as a cybersecurity leader, I feel it's vital to prepare our professionals, which is you all, through practical experience, which is why I incorporate my day job into my classes at night. And that's a perfect way to explain what a professor of practice is. They take all the information from their day job and they bring it to the classroom to educate the next generation of leaders in that field. And that's you all. All right, so we have multiple different areas where you can receive bachelor's degrees. All of our bachelor's degrees are in black print. We have what are called professional certificates. Those are in blue print. And then we have our post-baccalaureate certificates, and those are in the bright green print. So the areas that we offer degrees in are business and leadership, general legal, kinesiology, media and design, humanities and social sciences, IT, and emergency and security. Our professional certificates are not full bachelor's degrees. You can get them in a much shorter amount of time. They are not a degree, but they are a certificate. But if you're interested in getting very specific knowledge in a very narrow area, like accounting fundamentals or human resources fundamentals or public relations, you can just come and get a professional certificate. And that's a little bit of a cheaper and easier way, faster, quicker way, maybe not easier, but quicker way to get specific knowledge in a very narrow area. Our post-baccalaureate certificates, which we offer in paralegal studies, graphic design, and interactive design, are a little bit different than the professional certificates. In order to qualify for a post-baccalaureate certificate, you already have to have a full bachelor's degree. And this is information that's beyond a bachelor's degree, but is still at the undergraduate level. So it's not really graduate level work, but it does require that you have a bachelor's degree. So 3 different pathways to get you towards your goals: bachelor's degrees, professional certificates, or post-baccalaureate certificates. So a little bit about the learning experience at SoPA. You know, our classes at the undergraduate level are hybrid classes. They're a mix of on-ground classes and online classes. Now, for anybody who wants to get their bachelor's degree 100% online, you can do that if you're interested in doing that. We've found that our students like a mixture of both, but it's totally up to you how you want to mix and match those classes. For those of you who have been exposed to online learning, we feel like we have a different experience for our students. You will have to attend some online classes, kind of like we're doing right now. It'll be through Canvas as opposed to Zoom, but you will have to log on to a few different classes here and there, not a lot, but there will be a few. You won't just be flipping through PowerPoints and posting to a discussion board. There's a lot of interactive classroom work that you'll need to do. There will be small group work. You'll get to know your classmates. You'll get to know your professor. We also offer some very unique learning experiences. Like a few of our professors have actually created simulated scenarios. So instead of like reading a scenario and writing about it, you will actually create an avatar in the metaverse and work through a simulation, come up with a solution at the end, solve the simulation, and turn that in as your project for the week. Also, if we could go to the next slide, please. Also, we have some of our lessons on podcasts. So for students who are like, oh, I don't have time to read this week, you might be surprised to learn that some of your lessons you actually can listen to. So that's what the bottom picture is. So imagine listening to part of your lesson on the way to work, listening to another 15 minutes on the way back from work, listening to another 20 minutes while you're folding laundry, and then maybe writing like a short paper or a journal response to it. So we try to hit different learning styles in different ways so that students feel like they're interacting with our material in a very unique way. Our students tend to feel like they're engaged with our curriculum and it's fun and interesting. So a little bit about our student support and success. We go out of our way to wrap our students in support. We aren't just interested in getting you admitted to the university. We want to see you graduate and get that diploma that you saw at the beginning of the webinar in your hands. We want that for you. So we go out of our way to give students multiple levels of support. Every student will have a dedicated academic advisor. These folks can help you pick your class, help you decide when to take certain classes. If you're struggling in a class, they can be a source of support to you. If you have to take, a leave for some reason, maybe you're having a baby or you're moving houses or you're in the military and you get deployed, they can help you with that. So that's your academic advisor. You'll also have a faculty advisor, and this is a faculty member who can help you more navigate what you're going to do with your curriculum after you graduate. So, most students come in and they're like, I generally want to study, IT or cyber, but they might take a class in application building and decide, you know what, I want to be an app designer. And it sort of opens their mind to a different area than they thought that they would be interested in. And so you can talk to your faculty member and be like, I just took this class and I absolutely love it. And they'll say, great, if that's what you're interested in, you should maybe take this other class, or I'm going to give you a book to read, or I'm going to introduce you to a colleague who's, in this area who can help mentor you. So use your faculty advisor wisely. We also have our own dedicated career advisor that we do not share with any other part of the school. So this person is just for our students. They can help you with your LinkedIn page. They can help you with your resume. They will post jobs that they will send out just to our students. Many corporations know Tulane, they know SoPA, they know the quality of our graduates. And so before they even post a job to an Indeed or some other job board, they may send the job listing to our career advisor and they'll push it out to our students maybe 24 or 48 hours before it goes live on a national job board. So our students will have the opportunity to reach out about those positions before it sort of goes to the greater community. And of course, as a graduate, you'll be part of our alumni network. And of course, that's a network that's very strong and can help open doors as well. All right, so we are a very transfer-friendly school. We find that most of our undergraduate students have taken some undergraduate coursework somewhere else before they come to us. If you haven't, it's okay. But if you have, let's try and transfer those credits over so that you don't have to repeat those courses and have it be longer and more expensive towards graduation. You are actually able to transfer up to 60 credits, which is half of an undergraduate degree. An undergraduate degree is 120 credits. You can transfer up to 60 credits, and we'll work with you to get as many of those transferred over as possible. We also offer some financial incentives to do that. So if you transfer credits, you'll get a $1,500 transfer scholarship. We divide that over your first 3 semesters. So you'll get $500 off your tuition for your first 3 semesters. And then if you register by our early enrollment dates, which we'll discuss towards the end of this webinar, you'll get another $200 off your first semester. So you actually, if you transfer 60 credits get your transfer scholarship, get your early enrollment award, you can save almost $37,000 off of the total of an undergraduate degree. So we try to work with our students to get as much of that in your favor as possible. All right. Another way that you can also get some credits and save some time and money towards graduation is we offer what's called credit for prior learning. And so oftentimes we'll have folks who come to our general legal studies program, for instance, and they've been working in a law firm for 6 or 7 years. They have some knowledge. They know some of the information that they might be learning in their classes, and they might feel like, I don't really need to take that class. I know how to do legal writing. I've been doing it as a professional. If that is the case, you can go to your advisor and say, I'm interested in getting credit for prior learning. And they can work with you and another faculty member here at SoPA to demonstrate that you already have the knowledge objectives that are on the syllabus for that class. And if you do, you can write a paper and you'll have to do some other things to show that you know that knowledge, and you can get credit for that course. You can do that for up to 24 credits, which is 8 classes. So if along the way there's 8 different classes that you already have knowledge, you can save up to close to $15,000 by doing that. So definitely take advantage of that opportunity. So a little bit more about SoPA and our affordability. For those of you who are going to start this summer, which is our upcoming term, our tuition rate is $623 per credit hour, and all of our classes are 3 credit hours, so a little bit over $1,800 per class. We do offer multiple different 20% tuition discounts. So if you fall into any of these categories, you qualify for a 20% tuition discount. If you are active duty, military, or a veteran, if you're an alumni of Tulane, if you're an alumni of a minority serving institution or an HBCU, if you are an active or retired safety personnel, which is a firefighter, a police officer, EMT, paramedic, if you're a member of PTK, which is the Honor Society for 2-year colleges, if you're a teacher, a K through 12 instructional staff member, if you are an Orleans Parish public employee, or if you are over 60 years old. If you fall into any of those categories, you qualify for a 20% tuition discount. We also offer federal grants and loans, so everybody should fill out the FAFSA form. You should start that FAFSA form as soon as you start your application to Tulane. Do not wait. The FAFSA has multiple different pieces of information, so it can take a little while to fill out. We also, like I said, offer the transfer scholarship, so transfer those credits over. We offer the early enrollment scholarship, and then also if you're a PTK member, you can get an additional $3,000 applied as a tuition discount. All right. Our application is an electronic application. It is not a paper application. It lives on our website, sopa.tulane.edu. There's a big button at the top that says apply. Just click that. You all, I'm presuming, are interested in the undergraduate programs. So click undergraduate application. You'll have the option of undergraduate or graduate. You all will pick undergraduate. We will need a couple things for you to complete your transcript. You will need to take a picture of a current government ID that can either be your driver's license or a passport. Just take your phone, take a picture, and upload that image, and that will be fine. And then we will need transcripts from any college where you received college credit. So please add those colleges to the application and go ahead and send us your transcripts. The other thing that we will need is a $40 application fee. However, we waive that fee for anybody who has attended a webinar. So congratulations, you all will have that fee waived. If any of you have already submitted your application and paid that fee, please email me and I can refund it to you. Don't be shy about that. Send me an email after this and I am more than happy to refund that fee to you. All right, next. So some really important deadlines for you all. Like I said, we have a $200 early enrollment scholarship. Our application deadline for our next entry term, which is summer, is May 1. But if you apply, get admitted, and register by April 25th, which is right around the corner, that's 10 days from now, if you register for classes, you will get the $200 early enrollment scholarship. For those of you who are interested in starting in the fall, which is our next enrollment term, that application deadline is August 1, but do not wait until August 1. You could go ahead and get your application in right now, get admitted, and if you register for classes by June 1, you'll get the $200. And for those of you who are interested in January, which is our spring term, you have until December 1 to get your application in. But once again, go ahead. I'm sorry, you have until January 1. But if you go ahead and get your application in now and register by December 1, you can get the early enrollment scholarship. So there's no reason not to go ahead and get that $200 deducted off your first semester's tuition. All right, so that's kind of the nuts and bolts of this webinar. My contact information, sgold@tulane.edu, is on this slide. Please email me. There's a phone number, but don't call me. I'm never in front of my phone. It's kind of wacky that I'm at my desk right now. I'm usually traveling or somewhere else. But go ahead and email me, and I answer emails relatively quickly. I try to get back to people within 24 hours, sometimes sooner. And I will be happy to answer any questions that you might have. I'm checking the chat. Let's see. It looks like there's one question. With that, I said. Okay, so this question is from Mia. Mia, go ahead and email me directly, but yes, we can help you get your pre-med courses, no problem. We can get you in touch with an advisor that can help you sort of navigate that. But look, having a poli-sci degree, but then interested in pursuing medical school actually is pretty attractive to medical schools because it shows that you're pretty rounded. So I can get you in touch with an advisor who can help you work through all of the pre-med classes.
Okay, great. Thank you so much.
Sounds great. All right, so I don't see any other questions in the chat. So I just want to thank everybody. The 24 credits in addition to the 60. If you, I am actually, Tashika, send me that question in an email and I'm going to connect you with our faculty advisor who is in charge of the credit for prior learning. And I will have her sort of walk you through how that works and but if you could also let her know which classes you'd like to get credit for prior learning credit for, that would also help her as well. So email me at
Thank you.
Happy to help. All right. That seems like our questions. Well, I want to thank everybody again for coming. Once again, if you have already applied and paid your application fee, email me sgold@tulane.edu and I can refund that $40 to you. Thank you, everybody, and I hope you have a great rest of your day, and I look forward to seeing applications from everyone. Thanks, everyone.
Thank you.
Bye.